We see the Attorney General twisting APS's arm to make them do the common sense thing.
A surprise legal settlement announced this afternoon after a 12 News investigation into the death of a Sun City West woman. That woman died after APS shut off her power on a 99-degree day. APS has agreed to a $7 million payout in the settlement. 12 News journalist Joe Dana explains why APS also agrees to a new shutoff restriction.
This legal settlement with the Attorney General's office includes a new heat shutoff rule, a rule that advocates for heat victims have been unable to get across the finish line at both the state legislature and the Arizona Corporation Commission.
Morning, everybody.
A $7 million consumer fraud settlement announced Wednesday will give greater leeway to APS power customers who may be struggling to pay their bills when it's hot.
I know that this is a debate in the utility and regulation space, but my view is it's better to be alive than to owe a bill.
APS agrees to pay $1 million to assist customers this summer, nearly $3 million to a state consumer protection fund, and about $3.5 million to reform APS's customer notification process.
But the most important change, APS will no longer disconnect power based on the date on the calendar alone.
The utility agrees not to cut power if the forecast is 95 degrees or higher. It's a rule APS once voluntarily followed, but stopped just 3 days before the 2024 death of APS customer Kate Corman. APS turned off Corman's power on a 99-degree day.
Under this settlement, that protection is back, and it is binding.
Mays launched her investigation of APS after 12 News first reported on the retired health policy worker's death. Corman had no family living in state. Neighbors said they were unaware she had financial troubles. The medical examiner determined heat was a contributing cause of death, along with alcohol use and heart disease. APS told 12 News at the time they repeatedly attempted to notify Corman over several weeks she was at risk of having her power cut.
APS says they made 10 communications to Corman after she stopped paying her bill. Did you find any evidence that APS didn't follow their own protocols?
I don't think this was about whether their own protocols, whether they followed their own protocols. It was about whether their protocols are adequate.
The settlement means APS does not admit liability or fault, saying in a statement, "While we have chosen to resolve this matter by adopting enhancements that benefit our customers, APS rejects the Attorney General's assertions regarding our existing disconnection policies and customer communications, which already meet or exceed all applicable state laws and regulations." The case also reveals how there is no uniform way for government agencies to identify and report questionable heat deaths. Mays credited 12 News for bringing the case to the forefront.
It was because of several of your stories, especially you, Joe Dana, that this issue came to light. So it should not have taken a lawsuit by my office and news reports to get us here today, but that is how this happened.
Kate Corman's family has always told us they just wanted to see new, stronger policies to protect potential future victims.
We see the Attorney General twisting APS's arm to make them do the common sense thing.
Does this help at all the grief?
It is difficult to imagine a better memorial to my mother. That is as great a victory and as great an honor as you could hope for.
Joe Dana, 12 News.
Joe, thanks. You just